Today on the Manifestation Freak podcast, I'm talking about aligning your head, heart, and gut for magnetic success. As I say all the time, and is the title or the tagline rather of Manifestation Freak, manifestation isn't magic, it's a frequency. What that is you being aligned with what you want, knowing what you want, and then getting into alignment with it. And we talk in manifestation a lot about mindset and subconscious programming, and this is why it isn't magic. There is an art and a science to manifestation, and the science behind it is subconscious programming, but it's also about nervous system regulation. It is about coherence between your head and your body. And that's what I really want to talk about today. Because if you're not manifesting what you want, this is why. You're either unclear on exactly what it is you want, or you're not in alignment with it. And the other piece to this, the alignment piece, is having, oh, I've got hair in my mouth, having the, when you have dogs. The other piece is being open to receive it. So having the capacity to receive and hold what you want. And that is the nervous system regulation. That is about your body. It is really about how your entire being is or isn't in alignment with what you want. So that's what we're going into today. This is definitely for you if you've been doing all the things, you've been saying the affirmations, doing the vision boards, practicing the manifestation tools, you've been taking action and you're still not experiencing what you want. This is definitely for you. This is also for you if you really want to quantum leap and manifest more of what you want. If you are already quite a masterful manifester, but you're like, hey, you know what, this year I'm going to go big. So we need to know what we want and we have to claim it and ask for it, because the other thing is so many people either don't know what they want or they do, but they're not claiming it. They're not asking for it. They're keeping themselves small. They're asking for just enough. They are shrinking themselves to not stand out. And there's so many layers to this. So let's dive into the manifestation freak process that you can take away today that's going to help you align your head, heart, and gut for more magnetic success and also become a more intentional manifester. There's 3 parts to my manifestation freak process, which you will find in the book. Manifestation Freak, available on Amazon. I also guide you through this in the Manifestation Freak membership course. So head over to the link in my bio on Instagram if you want to grab any of those. But I'm going to give you the 3-step process that you can take away today, that you can start practicing yourself. Like, this is a shortened, simplified version of it, just to give you an insight into the deeper work that we're doing in the book and in the Manifestation Free course. But this process you can take away today and start practicing yourself. This is going to give you a deeper insight into what manifestation actually is. And the 3-step process is connect, clear, create. Connect is all about connecting to your vision, your true desires. Clear is about clearing any blocks, limiting beliefs, fears, insecurities, looking at where your energy might not be supporting what you want, where your nervous system might be dysregulated. And then create is about taking more intentional actions, but also creating the mindset, energy, and actions that you need in order to come into alignment with what you want. So we start with the vision, because most people are trying to get from here to there. So connect is the first pillar of Manifestation Freak. Most people are trying to get from here to there, which is why manifestation can feel really difficult or take such a long time. You're not going to manifest what you want being the same version of you. In order to manifest what you don't yet have, what you haven't yet manifest, you have to change, right? If you want something to change, you've got to change something. It starts with you. Got to look at, okay, what is it I now want to manifest? What do I want to experience in my life, in my business, in my relationships, in my finances, in every area, whether you're manifesting one specific thing or there's lots of things that you're wanting to manifest, and it's usually a combination, right? So we look at big picture vision of all of the life and business things that you want, but then also bringing it back into what's now, what's the year ahead. And then we've got to look at, okay, if this is where you want to be this time next year, if this is your vision, if these are the things that you want to manifest, where are you now? Where is that version of you that has those things? And what's the gap? Because there's a gap between the vibration and the manifestation. The vibration being the idea, desire, want of something, and then it physically manifesting in your experience. And how we bridge that gap, how you're going to experience what you really want to manifest in the next year, or in each life area or whatever it is you're wanting to manifest specifically, is you have to be the person who's aligned with those things, meaning you have to get your mindset, your energy, and your actions in a place of that being done. Like you have to start thinking like that person. We can't control our thoughts, but we can control our thought focus. So you have to get your mindset to a place of believing it's possible. You've got to be really intentional about where you're spending your energy, the people, places, and things around you, how you're feeling, and taking really good care of yourself as that version of you would. And then you've got to be taking different actions. So this is an identity shift. This is about your entire being of your mindset, energy, and actions changing. This is about your behaviors and your habits being in alignment with where you want to be, not where you currently are, right? And this is how most people stay stuck, aren't manifesting what they want, because they're trying to manifest what they want, but they're not changing. They're being the same version of them. They're still thinking the same. They're still feeling the same. They're still taking shitty action and behaviors and habits that don't serve them. They're surrounding themselves with people, places, and things that are draining them. So these are the things that have to shift so that you can come into alignment with what you want and collapse those timelines to experience that reality that you're wanting. So connect. What is the vision? What is the there? What are the things that you want to manifest in the next year if we're looking at the now vision? And where does your mindset, energy, and actions need to be? Then we come into clear, the second part. When you're connected to your vision, when you know what it is you really want, then we look at clearing any blocks. So we look at, okay, what are your limiting beliefs and fears and insecurities? What are the things that are telling you you can't do that, can't have that? What are the things, the negative thought processes? What are the patterns and behaviors that aren't in alignment with that? And so we're really clearing to bringing awareness to, because awareness is the first step to transformation. We're bringing awareness to any limited beliefs, fears, and insecurities, any patterns, behaviors that need to shift, anything that might block you from manifesting what you want. And then the third pillar is create. We're then creating an empowering mindset that supports what you want to manifest. This is the start of your identity shift. This is self-concept work. Self-concept being what you believe to be true about yourself and possible for you in the world. So we're creating a self-concept that is empowering, that is in alignment with who you choose to be, with what you want to manifest, so that you not only believe it's possible, but you see it done. You know it's done. You have a really deep inner knowing, a grounded knowing that what you want is already yours, that it's only a matter of time, and that you are going to show up confidently and powerfully and continue moving forwards in the direction of your dreams. We're also then looking at how you most want to feel. So your highest self-concept, your highest expression, how do you want to feel? Because that's going to inform your decision-making process. That's going to help you make more empowered decisions. That's going to help you stay aligned with the vision. When you know how you want to feel, you'll make better decisions. You'll take actions that are more in alignment. So an example of this is, so Danielle Laporte's work, there's two side notes there. Danielle Laporte's work on the desire map was very powerful for me in this, and I still use it today. I have a core desired feeling word every year. Sometimes people pick a few words. For me, it's been one anchor word for years now, and that's radiant. So any decision I make, I'm running past that core desire feeling of radiant. I want to feel radiant in my relationships, in my health, in my business, in everything I do. I am making decisions asking the question, is this going to add to or take away my radiance? Is this going to add to or take away my life force energy? And it makes decisions so much easier, whether it's eating a piece of cake or going for a run or going for a coffee with someone or taking a business meeting. Just checking in with, what, rather than weighing up pros and cons and coming at it from a logical place, asking, how do I want to feel? And is this going to make me feel that way? So that's one thing, like checking in with how you most want to feel. Where's your energy at? Because there are 5 elements of intentional creation that I talk about all the time: thoughts, feeling, energy, action, environment. So we're looking at all of those 5 elements, the main ones being mindset, energy, and action. But all of those things come into that: thoughts, feeling, energy, action, environment. Where's your thought process, your self-concept? Are your thoughts, or the thoughts that you're focusing on, supporting what you want? Because thoughts that you're focusing on over and over and over again are going to become beliefs, are going to inform your self-concept, what you believe is true about yourself and possible for you in the world. That's going to have an impact on how you feel about yourself, your confidence, the actions that you'll take, and so on. Then we're looking at energy. Where are you focusing your energy? Are you spending your energy on people, places, and things that energize you and amplify you, or are they draining you? That's a very quick check-in energy-wise. Does it drain me or does it amplify me? Your environment made up of the people, places, and things around you. Making sure that the people, places, and things around you are not only supporting you where you're at, but support you with where you choose to be. So surrounding yourself with people who are already there. And this is never about fake it till you make it or becoming like anyone else. But if you want to be a millionaire, it's going to be much easier for you to be surrounded by people who are millionaires to help you get there. People who have already proven it's possible. Because when you're surrounded by people who prove it's possible, who have already done it, that has an impact on your subconscious programming. Because if you don't have the physical evidence for yourself, you can use others as an example, because then you can start to believe, oh, okay, I know it's possible in the world. I know it's possible for those around me. And so that brings you one step closer to believing it's possible for you, until you have that physical evidence for yourself. So making sure that your environment is really supportive, and not just in a modeling way, but also people who are cheering you on and supporting you and inspiring you, and vice versa. It works both ways, that we're in relationships that are mutually beneficial, that we are in environments that inspire us and support us, and that we can give back in a big way. And because energy is contagious, right? So being in places and around people that help us to feel good and to be our best selves, so that we can give that back as well, so that we have, it's that whole thing around, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's so true. So making sure that we're filling ourselves up so that we can continue pouring into others. And then actions, being really intentional. And this is where, coaching and mentoring comes in a lot in the strategy form of things. It's looking at, okay, what actions do you need to be taking that are you working smarter, not harder, really taking intentional actions that are aligned with where you want to be, right? So we're starting to think like that version of us. We're not trying to take action from here, from someone who hasn't done it yet, but we're looking at, okay, what action would the version of me who was already in that relationship be taking? How would they be taking care of themselves? The version of me who is running that kind of business and brand. So we start acting from a much more powerful place. And if we find that difficult, we start again looking at others that have already created that kind of success, those kind of businesses and brands and relationships, and have those kind of experiences. What are the actions that they're taking that are different to the actions you're taking? What are they investing in? How are they showing up? How are they taking care of themselves? What are they doing to grow their brands and businesses? How are they loving themselves? That means that they are in that relationship with themselves that is going to be mirrored back in a partner. All of those kind of things. So there's so many moving parts to this. Why manifestation isn't magic. It's really all about you. It's you knowing what you want and getting into alignment with it. So we look at all of these layers. Manifestation is really transformation. If you want to more intentionally manifest, because we're manifesting in every moment, the question is always, are you manifesting intentionally? If you want to more intentionally manifest, if you want to be more intentional about your relationships, about your business, about your finances, about any area of your life or all areas of your life, then you've got to take self-responsibility and look at, okay, where am I now? Where do I want to be? And how do I need to shift my identity to come into alignment with who I choose to be, right? Where does my mindset, energy, and actions need to be now? So that's it. It's relatively simple, not necessarily easy, but it is simple. Manifestation is all about you being your highest expression, so that you can experience more of what you really want. And this is why it's the foundation for everything I do in my business, everything I do with my clients. That's why I'm a manifestation meets business coach, because both are you. Intentional manifestation is you knowing what you want and getting into alignment with it. And that is going to have the biggest impact on your business and brand, because that is an extension of you. When you know what you really want and you're in alignment with it, every decision you make in your life and your business then becomes more intentional. Then your success is amplified. Your love, your health, your money gets amplified, because you are showing up as a more intentional, powerful, confident, aligned version of you. If you are not experiencing what you want, this is where I recommend starting. Again, head over to my Instagram. I am Lee George. The links in my bio that you can grab my book as a great place to start. My Manifestation Freak course and membership is a great place to start if you want to be guided through your own transformational process for intentional manifestation. And then there are business courses and ways to work with me at a higher level as well. I mostly work with entrepreneurs, leaders, and creatives to help them intentionally create the lives and the businesses and the brands that they really want. If that's you, send me a private message, comment below and let me know how this resonates as well. What I also invite you to start thinking about is where you are overthinking and sabotaging your success. So many highly successful people actually struggle to manifest what they really want. So on paper, their life and business looks amazing. They've manifested an incredible amount of success. But so often they then come to me and say, this isn't it. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled, because they've created from their head brain, from shoulds and coulds and have tos, rather than their heart's true desires. So this is where alignment of head, heart, and gut comes in. We're getting out of the ego wants and desires, the shoulds and coulds and have tos and shiny objects and what other people are doing. And we're connecting to our heart intelligence, because thanks to institutions like HeartMath, we now know that the heart is an independent intelligence, which is truly responsible for what we desire, what we really want. And there are processes that I take my clients through and I go through myself to get out of the shoulds and coulds and have tos and the monkey mind and all of the chatter, and actually connect down into the heart intelligence, which will communicate with you if you just slow down and listen. So I guide my clients through a lot of meditative processes to be able to hear the heart intelligence and what it is you really want. Because from that place, you are connecting to your true vision, not someone else's version of success, not someone else's desires for you, not society's expectations or those shoulds and coulds and have tos that are constantly running in the background, but what it is you truly desire. Because from that place, you will create a business, a brand, a life, relationships that are deeply fulfilling. And the external success is just the cherry on the top of the cake, right? The money and the experiences and the opportunities and the houses and the cars, all of the external stuff is meaningless unless it's truly aligned for you, unless you are fulfilled by the work that you're doing. You are living on what I call your soul fire purpose. And so this is the real manifestation work that I do with my clients. It's about connecting to your inner wisdom, knowing how to communicate with your heart and listen to your heart, which you've probably heard a million times in life. Listen to your heart. Okay, how do I do that? Well, we are showing you how to do that in the Manifestation Free community. We guide you through what's called multi-brain integration, so you can get out of your head, listen to your heart, then follow your gut, because your gut is also an independent intelligence. You've probably heard it referred to as the second brain. So we are helping you also connect to your gut and what it is you need to move forwards, because your gut is responsible for your flight, fight, freeze response. It will block you from manifesting what you want if it doesn't feel safe. Like intuitively, it's going to keep you stuck unless you are really paying attention to what you need to feel safe, to move forwards, to take action, to show up. And this is really about honing that into that intuitive muscle, being able to really, again, listen to that deeper wisdom that's communicating with you at all times. And what I referred to earlier as your you being able to differentiate between what you think you should do and what you really want to do and need to do in order to manifest. Because the mind can take you so far, and your mindset and your beliefs are a part of manifestation. But if your gut doesn't feel safe, you're going to block your manifestations. You can manifest, or you have a desire to manifest love, but if your nervous system is dysregulated, you will sabotage it. So intentional manifestation work is really deep transformation. It is about having the capacity to receive and hold what you want. It is about mindset, yes, but then deeper than that, it is about coherence between your mindset and your body intelligence, your head, your heart, and gut all being coherent, so that you know what you really want, you know what you need to move forwards and feel safe, And then you can create with intention. Then you can look at the actions that you need to take to move forwards. It is simple. When you are guided through this process, it is such a beautiful way of living. It can feel a bit overwhelming or woo, but actually the processes that we're guiding you through in Manifestation Freak are very simple, are really beautiful, are going to help you connect to your inner wisdom, because no one has the answers but you. And so any good coach or mentor is really helping you access your intuition, what you really know, your heart intelligence of what you truly desire, your gut's intuitive wisdom of what it is you need, and then directing your head. And I always tell my clients to think of it like this: listen to your heart, follow your gut, direct your head. And think of your heart as your CEO. This is responsible for your vision, your desires, what it is you want to create. Your gut is like your board of directors. You want to consult your gut, your board of directors, in order to know what you need to move forwards. And then your head is like your executive assistant. Can run the show, absolutely, but it shouldn't. So it's being directed. I'd love to hear how this resonates. So please drop a comment, whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on the podcast on Spotify. And drop a comment and make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss a future episode. We are just about to start the interview series again. So I've got some of the most incredible world leaders, entrepreneurs, and artists coming onto the show to talk about how they are manifestation freaks, how they are intentionally manifesting the lives and businesses of their dreams. So make sure you tune in for those. And I will be back every week as well with episodes on how you can more intentionally manifest what you want. So this is where manifestation meets business, to create the business, brand, and life that you truly desire. I'm Lou George. Thank you so much for joining me. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Lou George, and the same on TikTok. Make sure you head over there for all of the links that I've mentioned in today's episode. If you would like to grab the Manifestation Freak book on Amazon, if you want to be guided through these processes and go into the world's #1 manifestation course, Manifestation Freak, that is on my Instagram bio. Or if you'd like to work with me to grow your business and brand, or more intentionally create your life, you'll see all the links and options to work with me there. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining.